Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm Sergio Conches, I'm from here, from Barcelona, and I'm going to talk to you about a project that I did this last year of mine in university, which, as he said, is called I'm a Man. But first, let's see how it all was born. In the subject of editorial design, we were asked to make a publication, and we didn't have any limits. We could address it to a target that we wanted, but we did have one rule that was that it had to be based on this concept, on luxury. And far from sticking to the main definitions that we would usually associate to luxury, I tried to give it a second thought and put it more personal. And, well, by luck and by random, I came up with this concept that I was really interested in, that was the luxury of being a man, but not so much. I'm not going to talk about how great it is to be a man in today's society, because I think that's not something that is really adequate, and it's not something I want to endorse. But then, what does this mean? This means that I run away from the GQ man, stereotypical man, the man, and I try to focus on the man with, who is the man with stigmas, the man with fears, insecurities, with expectations to achieve, and so on. This is how I'm a Man is born, and this is a magazine that is trying to focus on the untold and sometimes even toxic side of the socially accepted masculinity. I said it all at once. And, well, this came up because most of the men's magazines, just like GQ or Esquire or so on, they address to the same target, and I think that they're leaving aside a wide range of men who just cannot exactly relate to those topics. This is the magazine meant to be for them. Click. Not that much. Okay. This aesthetic that I try to replicate is the standard, what I would think is a standard for the men's magazine, so it can hide its content behind it and camouflage among the other magazines in the store, so it can reach not only the person who is specifically looking for this, but also someone who is just casually looking for a magazine for men. We were asked not only to do the graphic designer's job, but also the editors, and I wanted to focus in this because we, the graphic designers, sometimes tend to do too much graphic juggling, and I thought that it could take away the attention from what I wanted it to be, which was this overall aesthetic, like relaxed, airy, and melancholical, which sometimes is broken by the inner voice of the magazine that wakes you up and then allows you to fall back in, to immerse again on the magazine. The topics could variate, but all of them would be inside the general topic, but some could be like about a single story, or some could be more instructional. The point is to give as many points of view as possible to a single topic. Okay, no, not okay. Well, okay. This is a small detail that I really wanted to point out. Let's say that is the back cover of, let's say, issue number 5. This is a semi-cut page of the issue number 4, where I encourage the reader to write whatever he thought or felt during the whole issue, so he could express himself, which is something that stereotypically we the men are not really supposed to do or expected to do, and then send it to the editors so they could maybe get the chance of being featured on the back cover of the next number. And I think that this would make like kind of community among the readers, especially from the part of the writer, because first he could do this cathartic process of expressing himself, but as well maybe it could help some others which were in the same situation or that are also going through something similar. This is a place for thoughtfulness, so I think that this is a quite good sum up of the whole project. And well, I also did the digital version of it, which was a little bit difficult because I wanted to take care of the materials, the paper, the inks, the textures, and you cannot find this in an iPad. But well, I did the appropriate conversions and adaptations, and I think it all came up quite good in the end, so I'm happy for that. And well, this is all for me from now. Thank you for listening to me. The click isn't working. Okay. Thank you for listening to me, and welcome to George Kinpatrick.